that flow back. What I'm saying, the top 3, I'm not number 1. How could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine. You cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen. It's already in my head. No funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized. It's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind. I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Today it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Play action, now it's Lance. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The Niners at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Tackle made there by Budda Baker. These two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On the counter, Mitchell, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Working from the gun, Lance. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Montravius Adams collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
After the sack on 1st down, Murray, the catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
From the 41, Murray. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. On play action, it's Murray.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 7 yards there and a 1st down. To throw, it's Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
And the 49ers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Now a play fake. Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Right.
Throwing his Lance on third down. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd and 12, Murray got a man open. It's Darren Waller.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Murray's throw complete here to Waller.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They run again with Hunt. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Kareem Hunt hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wonder just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To throw, it's Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, 49ers 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they sit now at 500 on the year. And, Charles, this was a team that really looked lost in that first month or so of the season. But they have had the hot hand lately, winning 3 straight.
I would agree. It's almost hard to believe that this is the same team because we followed them pretty closely throughout this season. And early on, I thought this is going to be a really tough year for this crew. So plenty of credit to them for turning the ship around.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Murray going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray going deep for Hopkins. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 21-7. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
From midfield, here's Lance. And that is incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The Lance going to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing now is Lance. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Palardy. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
A final shot before half for Murray. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw caught by Bird here. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game that has a chance to tighten up considerably. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Right back to Mitchell here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Lance and Kittle in sync for the 49er first.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easy.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Cards will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The tackle by Eric Armstead. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
On the ball.
1st down, here's Mitchell. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st down, Lance. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They run over center with Mitchell.
67 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Hey, cross field.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
The end result, 21 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Elijah Mitchell punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. Second and 5 now. Murray. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. To throw is Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's got room.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now Murray. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Murray now. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. Play fake. Murray. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
They'll get it inside the 20.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. They'll try and run right on the option. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Murray sets to throw on fourth. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Hunt going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Murray on the sneak, and he's going to be taken down right at the line. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on fourth. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They'll come out in the pistol. They run for it with Hunt, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year.
And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and the lead now up to 14.
Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Cardinals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing now is Murray. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
A toss left side for Mitchell.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the